With Black Friday quickly upon us, many people are planning their busiest and biggest shopping day of the year. No better time, though, to support local businesses as well.
Not at all, yes. And a new pop-up is coming to Boyne City, and it's a celebration of all things local called Made in Boyne. And we are joined by Maya Jones with all the details. So, Maya, for those of us, I don't know if Bill has the same question or not, but I've always been confused by this. What is a pop-up?
So a pop-up shop is pretty much a temporary store. So you set it up for just a short time.
It's a temporary store. Gotcha.
It's a temporary store.
Today I learned. So is there a threshold, like it can only be open for a couple of weeks, a day, 6 months?
Well, there's no particular threshold for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Mystery solved.
That's right.
I feel better now.
All right, well, tell us what Boyne's going to look like here for Black Friday and Small Business Saturday.
Yes, so for Black Friday, we are opening up our store, and we're going to feature several local brands, one of which is Jackalope, which creates custom sterling jewelry. We have, yes, it's very beautiful too, all handmade. And then we have Pigeon Jack, who creates different cups and different things like that. And then we also have someone who makes custom Western wares. And we have an author that will be featured. And all of our clothing is either made in America or made locally. So one-of-a-kind pieces.
How did this come together, Maya? Because I'm assuming, wrangling these different creative individuals that create the goods for the store couldn't be easy.
No, it's not easy. I am actually a fashion designer who makes custom clothing and wanted to reach out to other artists who were able and wanted to sell their items in store and take their hobby from a hobby to a career. So, yeah.
That's great. So I imagine, this kind of obviously has benefits for everybody who's involved. Do the shop local, but are these maybe contributing artists and sellers who don't have a brick and mortar store somewhere else, so this kind of gives them more exposure?
That is exactly what it does. It's giving everyone who really wants to be able to sell their local creations a place to do that. Because we all know it's not easy to get a brick and mortar store. So we're creating an opportunity for other people as well.
And why is that important to you, Maya? Because, you could have opened up any kind of store. You could have opened up a store that just focused on your clothing and your designs. But instead, you're almost throwing out a safety net to other local creators. Come into my store. Let's together collectively approach local consumers. What was the motivation there?
I'm very passionate about American-made products, and I think that our country is a very strong country, and I think that if we support each other's art, that we could be an even stronger country.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are these some of your designs that we're seeing right here?
Yes, so these are some of the designs that I've made. There are different types. We do prom, we do lingerie,
that's
we do
cool.
all kinds of clothing. Cool. Yeah, and for all sizes, all shapes, men, women, children, anything you can think of.
That's great. So in terms of this pop-up store, do you just have another storefront that you're taking over for the weekend or for the month through Christmas, or we're talking a pop-up tent on the sidewalk? What are we looking at for where and how this works?
Yes, a great question. So the store will one day be permanent. But to kind of break our way in, we are starting with several pop-up shops to kind of get the community used to us and get them, opportunity to come check us out. And we're going to be open full swing in March with our prom pop-up. So anyone looking for custom prom dresses or prom suits, we got you.
And I imagine they should probably be reaching out to you fairly soon. I imagine it takes some time to make a prom dress from scratch that's customized.
Yes. I would say our minimum turnaround will be 8 weeks. So you have time, but we like to have as much time as possible.
Yeah, you have time, but not infinite amounts.
Yes.
Now, I want to hear more about the pop-up, but I simultaneously want to hear about your design career and what got you there. Like, what was that moment in your life where you wanted to design clothing?
Well, I've been designing clothing since I was 3. I once took an orange and put it on my head and made a hat. So ever since then, I have been designing clothing and just nonstop. And in 2018, I decided to just take a chance and do it full time. and it's been going pretty well ever since.
But there's got to be some real talent in there because, I mean, Eric puts an orange on his head
and no
every
one
other
would
day.
No one
we
calls
don't blink
it
twice.
fashionable.
Yeah.
No one calls it fashionable.
Yeah, well, I would just say I give all thanks to God. The talent came from, I couldn't tell you where it came from. Just a desire and a motivation, and it just one day I got some machines and started sewing, and it's been going.
So you're not just the designer, you're the seamstress on, like, you create these dresses.
Yes.
You're not sending it out to some company out of the country to make your designs. You're making them right here in Northern Michigan.
Yes, we are making them right here in Boyne City.
That is so cool.
Yep.
Do you have ties to Boyne and the area, or what made you decide to settle on that for a pop-up?
Well, my fiance, his family has been here since 1967.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to Grandma Wyatt. And I just feel so welcome by the community. Everyone is so nice in Northern Michigan. I just, every time I'm here, I never want to leave. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity to open in Boyne City.
And I'm sure it's very beneficial for a pop-up that there are so many talented creators here in Northern Michigan. I feel like that is probably something that does not get said nearly enough as it should.
No.
We are absolutely a hidden gem when it comes to artisans of all kinds.
Yes, of all kinds, from woodworkers to
cheese
to,
makers, to fashion
jerky
designers,
makers,
to jerky makers.
Yes, yep.
We do it the best.
Yep, we do it the best up here. Gotta love Northern Michigan. Yes.
So where do we find the pop-ups for Friday
Yes.
and then beyond? What's the schedule going to be, and where can we find you?
Yes, so the store is located in downtown Boyne. The address is 230 Water Street. We are right across from BRI and next door to the Ford dealership. So the hours this weekend will be Friday 11 to 7, Saturday 11 to 5, and Sunday 11 to 5. If you want more information, you can go on our website, which is madeinboyne.com. And you can also give us a call. Our phone number is 231-714-8434.
Two quick questions before we wrap up, Maya. Is it just the pop-up shop is just this weekend then?
It's just this weekend.
Okay, tenfold.
Yeah, and then we're looking into doing another one for Christmas. So if any artists want to reach out, we are definitely open to the idea. And then we'll definitely have one sometime around March for prom.
And as we just showed, there's a lot of beautiful designs when it comes to prom dresses. If someone wants to reach out to you directly to get that ball rolling, what's the best way for them to do so?
Give us a call, and then again, the number is
gotcha.
231-714-8434, and we would love to work with you.
Perfect.
That's great.
Perfect.
Good.
Thank you.
Have you already seen some of the work that's coming in on Friday? Have you made your own Christmas shopping list?
Yes,
then?
I was going to say I have quite a few items that I'll be buying as well. So yes, you
The
have
point
to
is to
come
make
in.
money, though.
Right.
Yes.
Not to spend it all
To
on
be on a
everybody
little
else.
bit of a
Just you break even.
Yeah, break
Just
even.
break even.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
support. You have to support. Definitely.
That's awesome. Well, Maya, thanks so much
Thanks
for being
so much
here.
for being
Oh,
here with
lovely
us
to chat
today.
with you guys.
Thank you
You
so
too. Best
much.
of luck and happy holidays.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Happy
Yes.
holidays.
Happy Black Friday
Right.
weekend.
Happy Black Friday weekend.
No, before we send you off to break,